No intro. We just going We just going to dry. Huh?
Didn't he used to complain about somebody that used to do that to us? Oh, that's crazy.
Don't be Cherry.
Well, I guess we got to start with.
Right.
I have flubbed a couple of times in doing this. Yo, this is so awkward. Like,
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, I guess when you're doing something live.
That was us last week.
You're right.
Yeah.
What happened last week? No, nothing good, I assume.
Everything
Wow,
good.
everything
You
good.
working.
Except for that awkward 30-second pause where we all look at each other and we're like, and now.
Well, I apologize due to technical difficulties, I guess, of some nature, not our fault.
Don, we have no sound.
Yes, you do. So I can hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Addison just said no.
I'm watching you.
Right, yeah. This sound.
Yeah.
I guess while we work this out, y'all could just stare at us for a second. Like, I'm hoping Don backs out and we can get a do-over. Like, can we restart our game system? Can we get a restart? Yeah.
Rewind.
Yeah. It's like unzipping my pants and I didn't realize. Like, all right, baby, slow down.
Why are we starting there?
Yeah, that was good. I wasn't ready. I wasn't.
No, they hear us in the chat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, niggas, restart it if you can. God. We'll be right back.
Wait, don't.
Yo, put the picture up. Oh my God. Yeah. No, take me off the screen. No, you ain't got the countdown, nigga. Just switch it.
Fine, we're switched.
A one-point game. Bryant for the win.
Dear basketball. From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you. A love so deep, I gave you my all. From my mind and body to my spirit and soul. As a 6-year-old boy, deeply in love with you, I never saw the end of the tunnel. I only saw myself running out of one. And so I ran. I ran up and down every court after every loose ball for you. You asked for my hustle. I gave you my heart. Because it came with so much more. I played through the sweat and the hurt. Not because challenge called me, but because you called me. I did everything for you. Because that's what you do when someone makes you feel as alive as you've made me feel. You gave a 6-year-old boy his Laker dream. And I'll always love you for it. But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give. My heart can take the pounding. My mind can handle the grind. But my body knows it's time to say goodbye. And that's okay. I'm ready to let you go. I want you to know now, so we both can savor every moment we have left together. The good and the bad. We have given each other all that we have. And we both know, no matter what I do next, I'll always be that kid with the rolled up socks, garbage can in the corner, 5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love you always, Kobe.
On Monday, sadly, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows the news of Kobe Bryant's passing. Tonight isn't really about a tribute necessarily to Kobe Bryant, because I think throughout the last, 3 days, there's been plenty of that. We're going to get into our normal show, but I'm a huge Lakers fan, and everybody was cool enough to kind of allow the opportunity to, when you have a platform, you know what, we got a platform, and that's what we felt like doing. So whether you're a Kobe fan or not, whether you consider his life to be exemplary or not, whether you have issues with Kobe Bryant or not, I can say this. His daughter and the 7 other individuals who lost their lives are already tragedy enough. Obviously, Kobe Bryant, world-renowned, top 3 for me, but childhood hero to many. And we're going to get into some things a little bit later on in our mid-card topic about social media, the internet, how things are handled. Once again, it's not necessarily a Kobe tribute show, but the Black Mamba wearing a crown today. So much love to the Bryant family and everybody else who might be feeling the loss of life a little bit harder than most. I am your host, King Kurt Live. Ironically, going through my own tragedies and foolishness in life. I wasn't here last week, and the ladies held me down, as always. Even Roxy, you dealing, well, not to put your business out there, but everybody got something going on in their life right now. I know, I'm trying not to put everybody, but literally, I think 3 out of 4 of us, you had a death. I know Roxy's dealing with that, and my mother's house burned all the way down. So everybody's, I'll put it like, it's an emotional week. Yeah. So clap back, Kobe, if you want to. I'm in these chats, and I'm giving up, serving you niggas. Whatever you want to say about Kobe, say it to me. All right, so let's get ready for the head nurse in charge. First, I want to introduce myself, King Kurt Live, the man on the wheel stills 1 and 2. Is my man Don the Magic Wand. He keeping us fresh and make sure the streams keep running throughout the night. We hope. Next to me, that ain't sassy.
Hey.
Who you is? Who you is?
What's up, guys? It's your second favorite short person.
Who's the first?
The guy that plays R2D2.
All right, I'm with that. Yeah, I like R2D2 more than you.
Okay.
Baby Yoda.
Warwick Days.
Yes.
Oh, Peter Dinkle. That what his name? That ain't his name? What is it?
Short person.
What is his name?
All short people look alike to you?
Yes. What's the boy Peter Dinklage? Dingaling?
Not who I was talking about.
Who? Dingaling?
It's like 3 different people.
It's about if they stand on each other's shoulder,
All
they make one
so
person.
I'm your 4th favorite short person. It's Alexa, aka Luna's popping in, taking a little break from J1 preparations. You know how I do.
How's that going?
It's going.
Understood. Jason, give me my dates, Negro. And
He did last week if you was watching.
If
You was watching.
I'm sorry. My mother's home burned down. I apologize.
Now we have a rumor of the dates.
What's the date? So it's not even official. It's not even exclusive.
It's getting there.
What? It's
almost.
wow. So you've got Fugazi dates.
So May 29th through June 1st. Those are
Yes.
the dates. Yes. With the con being the 30th and the 31st. So you got your 4-day stay, 2 days con.
It sounds good. We'll see if it's real.
Oh, it'll be real.
So Jason himself said it. So
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Jason's a liar.
It's from the head boss.
Jason's not a liar. He's a really great guy, and I'm just joking. Hey. And right next to Alexa is the lovely, the illustrious.
Foxy Roxy cosplay. How you
Ooh, I
doing?
love when she does that. I know. What?
Bringing you this voice right here.
Yo, my man parts tingle every time she does it.
Dingle, dingle.
Ah, ding-a-ling-a-ling, spoon around me.
We going to Jamaica early? What's
Yeah, we already getting ready.
Need some heat.
And finally, oh no, that's it. All right, so let's get ready for the show. Taffy, I missed you.
you didn't.
I did. You turned a whole 25 again. You had a birthday last week, right?
I did.
I know your Insta stories was popping.
So yeah, I got quite a lot of comments.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Lots of fire emojis.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. If y'all want to see some tings, not some things, some tings. Listen, y'all need to stop playing and follow Taffy Wonder because she's giving you all a Mocha Mermaid. She had that flipper going. Let me tell you something. There was scales being dragged all over the floor.
Listen, Listen, well, Roxy can co-sign that because she actually came to my party
Yep.
and I was drunk before.
Oh, well,
I was drunk in an hour.
We know. Roxy was looking very lovely.
As I try.
Listen, all the ladies look phenomenal, and big ups to you. I'm glad that you got to see another day on Earth because tomorrow's never promised to any of us. Yeah, that's real talk. So we have Sassy somewhere on location doing hood rat things.
Hey.
She decided not to join us tonight, and even though I feel some type of way about it, I guess we can give her the night off. She's kind of cool. So first, let's open up with our hot topics. As y'all can see, I got a new laptop. And
Are you actually gonna?
I do have it. I got it. Look, we getting technologically advanced.
Is that what that was?
That-
You could say it.
So,
Right.
Joe Martin becomes the first black person to play. Wow. Don, turn it off. Turn it off. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell up out of here. These niggas have lost their whole mind for some. Who is that now? Who's this? The Doctor Who?
Exactly.
Doctor what?
Exactly.
Yes. Dr. Webb.
Doctor what?
First black doctor. It is a black woman with natural
Oh my
hair.
God.
Oh, I motherfucking stand. Oh. I stand.
I need y'all to understand how we will never be on anybody's primetime television or anywhere that requires censorship because this naker.
Today's word, folks.
Yeah, this naker don't know how to ever censor herself.
So
But
first of all, stop.
okay.
You the one talking about dingalings and everything.
Whoa.
First-
Dingling is allowed by the FCC.
Wow.
Because that can mean anything.
Yup. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's why it is.
Yep.
One
One
sideboard, a itty bitty toy.
Shiny ball hanging on a string.
She went right to the core. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, my ding-a-ling. Hey, my ding-a-ling. Hey, won't you play with
my ding-a-ling.
I'm slightly aroused.
It don't take much to do it.
Facts. So what's up? Okay, so why is this a big deal? How long has Doctor Who been on?
So Doctor Who is the Guinness World Record for the longest running sci-fi show in the world.
More than Star Trek?
Way more than Star Trek. Like
Trekkies, I think y'all need to.
leaps
What
and
you mean?
bounds.
Really?
Trekkies have nothing on Whovians.
Ooh.
Not at all.
Is that what y'all call yourselves?
Yes.
And so y'all both like Dr. Roxy, you like Doctor Who?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yes. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth, though.
Thank you.
I used to watch, the
Tell the
last time
truth
I
and shame
actually
the devil.
watched Doctor Who was back when it was on Channel 12. And it was
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I just wanted a fat B. I want somebody to spit over that. That's all I care about, Doctor
Can you
Who.
imagine what that would sound like?
Because I can't
Not
rap.
you.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
You. I don't
Yeah.
That's the one thing of Mamba mentality that he did not do well. We never want to hear Kobe rap again. Oh, we won't.
You made yourself sad.
Oh,
Womp womp.
you're trash. We need a fail horn. If anybody wants to send us a fail horn, please feel free. So, okay, so who's this actress? Does anybody know any logistics about?
So Jo Martin, she's been in a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I recognized her face. I was like, hey, it's that lady from.
Because all black women look alike, right?
Wow. First of all, don't be disrespectful.
Yes, ma'am.
But first of all, and on top of that, Doctor Who's been played by 12 white men.
Yes.
And
12?
one white 12.
So it took.
Actually, no, it's been more than that.
Has
It's
there
out
been-
the War Doctor.
Is she the first black person, or is
She's the
just?
first
If you
black
count the War
person
Doctor,
and
there's
the
been
second
13.
woman.
Wow. So she's the first. So when the first time they decided to add seasoning to this thing, they went right for the sisters. I love it. I said I love it.
Oh my God, because because when they brought in a black companion, even that was huge.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
They brought in Martha Jones.
People were super
And she was a doctor. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea about this show called Dr. What? Dr. Where?
Do you like your hat?
Dr. Y.
Do you like that hat?
Dr. When?
Are you sure you like
I
that
think
hat?
we.
Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
She's terrible, yo. She's worse than Sass.
That's why they keep me around.
Basically.
All right, so I guess this is a reason for me to get. For those who might not be Whovians?
Yes.
Oof.
Can you just jump into
Yeah, could I just watch this season for the culture?
This season, you probably could. You don't. Doctor Who's one of those shows where you don't necessarily need a whole bunch of backstory to follow like the current storyline.
Okay.
Because each doctor, because the doctor
Has their
regenerates, and they have like their own flavor, their own sayings, and everything. You just need kind of like a basic knowledge of like who the main villains are.
So
and stuff
all
like
my
that.
sisters should be cosplaying this particular character ASAP. Sister Night. Well, we've already got a Sister Night. Look, that's a done deal.
I don't know about ASAP.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm even working on a Brother Night cosplay. That's how much Sister Night
It's
influenced
gonna be
me.
an army of knights.
Yes, it is, and it's gonna be
But
awesome.
it wouldn't be a
The
brother, it'd
blackest
be a
night.
father.
No, it'll be Brother Night. Like I said. See, this is
But I'm
what.
saying
See, that's
it's
what's
not-
wrong with you, y'all. You keep getting me lit. That's.
I like this father night idea. Why?
Wow. Mm-mm.
Okay, grandpa night.
At the same time, seeing like this.
All right, that's it.
Morpheus
Don,
thing
cut the
now,
feed
and
again.
it goes right into some
Well, no,
like,
he could be hooded justice.
You could be
Oh.
You could be hooded justice.
No, thank you.
Little sister.
Not that I have any issue with how Hooded Justice gets down. It just doesn't fit my particular taste.
Is it the
But, however, Hooded Justice wants to fight crime in these mean streets. Yeah. I'm straight. Literally. No pun intended. Listen.
oh yeah,
Well, it depends on alcohol. Anyway,
It was such a minor thing, you could just gloss over it. Like, all right.
I know.
all right, so back from potential disaster, Falcon and Winter Soldier series will debut this August on Disney Plus. I'm kind of super excited about this.
Yeah, so they released some promo, like behind the scenes images and stuff like that online recently, and it actually looks really good. I'm glad they got over whatever that issue was with the writing, where they had to throw out the whole like script and everything.
Well, I kind of see where they're going with it. From the if you follow us on Instagram and or the Face of Books, you'll see we posted a link that showed the U.S. agent,
Yes.
and he has what looks to be Captain America's shield. So at some point in the storyline, obviously Sam loses the shield. They give it to the U.S. agent, and
So I thought it was maybe like a replica. Or-
I thought it was a replica, but a lot of people are saying it's the actual shield because U.S. agent is going to represent the antagonist in the series. So he's like the government. Of course, they took it from a black man and gave it to another white dude. That's kind of what they do.
All right, I owe Sat something though. So can we take your hat off?
No.
Can we just?
No.
You don't need the whole hat. You just
That's
need the
his
back,
hair.
the nape of the
That's
neck.
fair.
What
I
are
mean-
you smacking me for what?
There you go.
There you go.
That was from
Okay.
Sassy.
It was from
From
Sassy.
Sassy with love.
Yeah.
With love.
Because we love you.
Sassy, so you know, don't ever do that again.
She wishes she was here to slap you in your bald head.
Wow. And it's covered for a
No, so you wanna
reason.
just get the open neck.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's a little bit.
Yeah. Somewhere Average Joe is watching this and knowing, because I have a thing about getting hit in the back of the head, like a legit thing, which is hilarious because I know he's sitting there like, Kurt is good. No, it's all right, it's Lex, I don't mind. But if any of you niggas ever tried it, just know it's on site. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Sass and them can get away with it. Just don't you think you can get away with it. So anyway, a U.S. soldier is coming, and apparently, the whole thing is going to be about Bucky and Sam doing their best to get obviously the shield back, and then you got Baron von Zemo in it, and it's a great homage to the whole Captain America lore. I'm not sure how it's going to play out in totality because some of the script details are still sketchy, but I'm personally looking forward to seeing the series because if they did Mandalorian to the T like they did, then I'm confident in their original series. Are y'all though?
I am. I'm not a big Falcon or Winter Soldier fan, but I mean, like, it looks good. I'll give it a peek. It got 3 episodes to pull me in.
That's it.
Right.
Yo, is that the standard for pulling in? Is it?
I'm gonna be honest. I give it 3 if I'm trying to be generous, because a lot of times, like, you got one chance.
Nah, I do.
Fellas, pay attention.
I do 3.
In the first like few minutes, and then
Nah.
one chance.
Oof.
Yeah, I do 3. If you're awful, you don't get one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roxy, what about you?
I gotta see it. That's all. Because I wasn't really a big, like you said, like a really big fan like that. I just watched it, like even when it was when they were in what's that last thing they were in?
Oh, Endgame?
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
I got
was
you.
just like, okay.
Yeah,
We need more. I need more story.
Yeah.
got you.
That's
Like,
what it
see
was.
them
Like
where
once
they're
they
at.
start putting trailers and stuff out, it'll be easier
Yeah.
to get excited for it.
I agree with you because even for me, if I see something, usually the trailer has to pull me in. If the trailer or the synopsis or, when you flick it through Netflix and they give you and then it goes into the thing, you're like, oh, that look good.
Yeah.
That's how I got into Dracula. Because I was like, oh, that was, I mean, it didn't pay off in the end, but it drew me in. So, I mean, it's all about the trailer and.
Well, like word of mouth too. Like if enough people are like, "Hey, no, listen,
You need to see this."
Gotta see. That's why I started watching The Witcher.
I knew that. I knew you were going to say that.
Because I was just like, but enough people were like, no.
Yeah.
Definitely
Right.
watch it.
I just told a couple people in my office, like, Witcher. Especially people that just finished watching Mandalorian, like,
Yeah, that's your rollover show.
Yeah.
Which is sad because typically those are the worst people to recommend to because if they don't get it, like Rocky said, if they don't catch it in the first couple episodes, they like, look, that nigga told me that I need to be watching this. And then what you got to tell them? Oh, all right, look, by episode 4, that's when that's when it can.
That's what my dad did to me. He was like, so no, wait, listen.
Right.
You gotta get through episodes 1 and 2. He was like, 3 has the big payoff. You'll be good to go after 3.
All right. So I hope that Captain America and Winter Soldier doesn't take 3 whole episodes for me to be interested because typically with Marvel series, Luke Cage had me from day 1, Daredevil had me from day 1, Punisher definitely had me from day 1. Jessica Jones I was leery about until Purple Man showed up. Then I was sold.
No, I like Jessica Jones. I was here for
From
it.
day 1?
Yeah.
From
I like
episode
Kristen-
1, really?
I like Kristen Ritter.
Okay, all right. Once they said she was an alcoholic and didn't wash up, I was like, ew. I don't want her. But what about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Were you a day 1 fan?
No, I didn't come into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. until like maybe midway through the first season, and then I fell right off.
Gotcha.
I was like, nah, this is too convoluted, and there
Yeah.
wasn't enough people I cared about like that.
I tried to ride out season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it kind
I
of
think
fell
I
flat.
stayed through I think I stayed through season 2, and then I was out of there.
Okay. Well, yeah, nobody watched Inhumans.
I did watch the
Oh,
first.
wow, you're a weirdo.
I watched the first 2 because they released them at the same time. I actually did a video on it on my YouTube channel on how to fix it because it was straight garbage.
Wow. If y'all want a throwback of Teffy Wonder back before she joined the Head Nurse in Charge, go check out that YouTube video.
Yes.
And then hit a thumbs down.
Wow, garbage can. Garbage can.
This is why I get hit. Go ahead.
This is exactly why people smack you.
Brace yourself.
Anyway, but yeah.
You see, I tried you, Roxy. I was like, I cringed. Like, go ahead.
But yeah, so I sat through Inhumans, and I sat through it, and people were like waiting for me to give my review. And as soon as I was good, they were like, "Good, now I don't have to see it. Thank you, you saved me."
Yeah, no, because that's clutch.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a whole adult nerd now. So I don't really have a lot of time to be devoting because you figure the typical series is anywhere between 45 to an hour long.
Yeah.
So if I devote 2 episodes to something, that's 2 hours I can never get back.
Mm-hmm.
That means I could have been doing something old, like soaking,
Right.
snapping.
Okay, we're getting
Swat-
attacked by Mothra over
There we
here.
go.
Goodness.
The Mothra got her.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's getting freaky over here, y'all. Actually, I might want to watch this. Don, why don't you go ahead on and zoom in? No, I'm just not. I'm not a huge fan of when you waste too much time on a series and it's not enjoyable.
Well, that's why I'm funny about like stuff where like people tell me it's slow to start. I'm like, listen, you really playing with my time. If this thing don't pop off when you say it's gonna pop off, you and me gonna have a problem.
You tough, Tef. I like that. And Sassy is in the chat talking about something. Don't try to play me. Sassy, you can fight me.
Sassy will fight you. Sassy will fight you.
It's like I draw the angst of all the little people.
What angst?
It's like I killed the Wicked Witch of the West. Are y'all?
Nobody's angsty. I just want to fight you.
Nobody in Munchkin Land liked the Wicked Witch of the West, so that analogy.
That wasn't the. That wasn't a good analogy. Thank you for being cinematically accurate.
That's why people ask me for my opinions on
Oh, and then you open your mouth and they regret it. Back.
They can't hear me.
Oh, they can definitely hear you. That mic is good. That's your mic. Anywho.
You don't want that one, no way. He be slobbing on it.
Ew.
Tongue
gonna fall off.
Yo.
And do your job.
Fun size is a trash bag. I just thought y'all should know
I'm a
that.
trash can. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
facts. Back from, that's the same thing. Brother Voodoo is reportedly set to appear in Doctor Strange sequel, Multiverse of Madness. What is going on with this series? First, it's a horror movie. Then it's
supposed to be Marvel's first horror movie.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be New Mutants.
Yeah,
So I said that last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
And people
said
were
it
like,
now.
Oh no, because it wasn't made by the MCU. And I was like, but it's MCU canon, so suck it.
And she does mean that. If you don't believe me, go to her Insta stories, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about.
I can repost.
You gonna repost all that freak stuff?
So maybe.
Listen, I wish we could play music without getting copyright because she needs to post it to the tune of Careless Whisper.
The Halloween poll showcase, Careless Whisper.
Wow,
So we in there.
she's doing
We
that.
in there.
Listen, I'll be at Bible study. Anywho,
Like, wait,
Yeah,
the
the
Bible
Bible
upside
study
down.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bible study, Bible study.
I have no. I am a
No,
child
so
of
right at-
God.
right at third
I
birthday.
don't want.
I'll be.
That's what we are.
If you want, I'll even dress as Sister Night for you.
Oh,
And do Careless
it just got
Yes,
interesting.
please.
If y'all want to see Teffy want to dress up as Sister Night and take it all off,
Who says I'm gonna have it on in the first place?
we got to
Can't
sell
take it off,
something.
she don't
We
have it on.
we got to sell something, honey. Something. You got to sign up for the Patreon for a reason.
You definitely have to sign up for the
You should
Patreon.
sign up
'cause
for
that'll-
Patreon because you love us.
Yes, facts, and then because we need money.
That too.
But Brother Voodoo, I'm really, really, really excited for Brother Voodoo to be implemented into the MCU because at one point he was the Sorcerer Supreme. Brother Voodoo, however you feel about MCU has handled magic very differently. MCU magic is not Hogwarts magic. MCU magic is
Like
science-based.
Yeah.
Even Thor says, you only think I'm a god because
Yeah.
you put me on this pedestal. I'm just an alien from Asgard, and I have powers that are different from yours. I mean, even how Scarlet Witch, they say Scarlet Witch, but her powers derive from the Infinity Stones. Well, one particular Infinity Stone. I think it's a Power Stone.
The reality stone.
Is it reality stone?
The Mind Stone.
No.
None of y'all are right.
Yes, the
No.
Mind Stone.
All right, hold on. See, this is the best part about
It
laptops.
was the
You can
one in
Google
the
stuff.
scepter, which is the Mind Stone.
I don't really care enough to really look it up, but y'all get what I'm. Y'all get what I'm saying. They've handled mystical and magical things differently. Now, Doctor Strange, comic book, ain't no Infinity Stone. No, he does incantations. He does writs. He does the whole protection spells. Brother Voodoo would be the black version of him. I guess that's the easiest way I could explain. Who? Brother Voodoo beat Doctor Strange?
Voodoo became the Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah, I know. I know Voodoo became the Sorcerer Supreme, but I'm just saying. Oh yeah, no, he got hands. I'm not saying that he got. Well, no.
See, I was right. One is reality.
No. Because to me, in the MCU, the top 3 magic users that I've seen have been Voodoo, Strange, and Doctor Doom.
Her powers are real.
Doctor
It's
Doom.
not from the reality stone.
They
because
still
the
arguing about
reality
realities.
Ether is the red ether. She
Oh,
gets
that's
it from
what,
the scepter. It's
right.
the mind stone in the scepter.
Why don't y'all fight outside to decide the winner?
Were you trying to get us into a bra and panty match?
Yeah, right.
Ah!
I will never fight that.
By the way,
would
Edge
be
came
a
back to the
love
WWE, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edge came back to the
Let me lay my
WWE.
head on
You
your
know,
pillow.
you know what? No. You know how bra and panty?
Let me lay my pet on your pillow.
You know how? No. You know how bra? You know how bra and panty?
Tongue gonna fall off.
No. Because remember,
Don't know what
Hardy
it's
Boys
like
and the Dudleys and Edge and them and Lita stayed doing a bra and panty match. Stayed doing it, but nobody wanted to see that. It was always Trish. I don't know why. And Miss Jassy. Yeah, everybody wants to see Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus. Wherever you are, Trish, if you've got lower standards, you can always reach out to me and come on the show.
But you're not trash.
We would love to talk to you at length about your time in the WWE. I'm not.
You don't deserve this.
Oof. Boy. Meek Mills gets into a shouting match and nearly comes to blows with Nicki Minaj's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Really? That happened?
Yeah. So
What? When did she get another boyfriend? I thought. Well, I know she had Safari or Safari. What
she
do
ain't
you?
been with Safari. She ain't been with Safari in years. This boy.
I thought she got back with him after that dick pic released. Look, why did Tef was like, no, but I would have.
Even I was like, I've seen dick before.
Well, really, tell us more about that. Anyway. That is not a nerd-centric subject.
That's gonna be for the Patreon extra content.
Why did Don pick the most cheese-worthy picture for Meek Mill? He looking like I was gonna get beat up. I lost the drink.
So his name is like Kevin something. They've been dating for several months now. They started dating like last year.
Not Kevin Spacey.
No, it's some black dude. It's some nondescript black dude that she's dating now. Yeah.
good for her.
So I mean, yeah, they've been together for a while now. It was a bit problematic because apparently he was like, I don't know, he might have sexually assaulted some woman.
Wow.
What?
So
Yeah.
what R. Kelly-ish?
So not quite, but maybe. But you know, she was like, whatever, I'm sticking by him. They didn't really have no proof. It didn't go nowhere. It was just like gossip, shock, all like kind of story, the type of stuff that the Shade Room thrives off of. But this story, like somebody who was a fan of theirs stopped and took a picture with Meek, then stopped and took a picture with Nicki Minaj, and then was like, saw Meek Mill actually went over and initiated this like little conflict, and he
did.
and you know he was like being kind of shitty about them in the past, and so he came over and was like, hey man, I just want to like squash the beef, and her boyfriend was like, nah, keep that same energy, Playboy.
Oh no! See, Meek Mill's been really on this feng shui, making peace, yin and yang stuff. You need to come back to Philly and stop playing and start swinging on cats from the rip.
Actually, nah. So Meek Mills didn't want no smoke.
Of course
but
he
her
didn't.
boyfriend was like, you can have all the smoke and then some.
Because you don't sit here and talk shit and then
right,
say,
and then be
but,
like,
you know, I
exactly.
changed.
So you wanted to be an internet like keyboard gangster like
Right.
before, but now that you see us in public, you want to be friends and buddy and all that. So it actually like almost came to blows. Meek's people like ended up stepping in. The store security ended up stepping in. Yeah, they all got put out.
Now, see, this is okay. Can I just say this? I understand that obviously in the hip hop game, there still has to have a certain level of street credibility. But once I make over a certain amount of money, I can get sued. See, when I punch you in the mouth as King Kurt Live now, if you sue me, you ain't getting much. It's not. You're not doing any life-changing damage
Can't
to
get
me.
blood out of a stone.
You ain't never lied, baby. And if you want to inherit these bills, by all means. But when I'm hobnobbing with the wealthiest of wealthies, when Robert Kraft is my man's, and I've got over $50 million in the bank, you know what? I might not want to smoke either. By all means, sir, I think we can resolve this peaceably. If possible, could we sit down for some... I can't help it if you floating. Wait, watch this, y'all. Lex, put your feet on the floor.
I can't.
Look, she ain't even, no friction at all. She's just dingling.
Got friction if you want to.
No, she can't.
Hold on to the table.
No, she.
There you go. You can.
Roxy, whose side are you on?
Not yours.
I don't know. Whichever one is fun right now.
Titties are always fun.
Fellas, take note.
This tank top makes my titties look good.
It does.
I have ruffles, so my titties are ruffled right now.
I was sad about Kobe all up until that point. For some reason, I feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I'm not sure why. In other news, let's see. Meek Mills, as the Yo, you saw the word that I had trouble with. She saw it. She was like, this ignorant. I knew it was potent.
No, you didn't.
It looked impotent. As the potent coronavirus. Is this what we really calling it?
That's what it's called. Yeah.
That's what they called it.
I thought it was called the something virus. What was the Asian name for it? The wind shoe? No. I saw.
It started in Wuhan.
Oh, okay. The Wuhan virus. That's what I'm gonna call it.
That's not what it's called.
It's easier to pronounce.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Wuhan virus. No. As the potent coronavirus spreads, China shuts down Wuhan, and 5 other Why would you put all these Asian names in there? Like, I don't know. That's one. And guess what? It's one too many.
Oh my God.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Don't call on him.
I need his help.
Leave him out of this.
Jesus be a fucking fence.
And at least it was.
Don, if y'all could have seen the way Don just looked at me, Don almost crossed himself. He was like, Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Come on.
I can't. That's not all. Is that all?
Come on. Yeah, look. Talk
All right,
about the bloodlines of virus.
Can I?
As the potent coronavirus spreads, China shuts down Wuhan and 5 other provinces to stem the flow of infection. But most people are recovering on their own, so don't pull out your zombie riot gear just yet.
It's a zombie apocalypse, y'all.
Stop.
Listen, the purge has begun. You cough around me, son, I'm putting a hot one in your cheeks. Call me Mike Larry, because I'm blowing butt cheeks clean off.
Oh my God. There's only 5 reported cases in the U.S.
And keep them all away from me.
Oh my God.
Somebody's going to escape and lick somebody. That's what's getting ready to happen.
Yo,
there's 5.
I ain't gonna front though. If I get it, I'm like blowing.
It's only 100 people who have died.
Yep.
It's only 100 people who have died. Nobody over
100, only 100. See how morbid it is. She the one talking about something. Yeah, just bomb the whole city for the greater good. She's that person in the movie. Yo, we gotta talk her off the ledge. We can save them. We have the antidote. Everybody must die, but Tef is curable. I don't care. That's
You just need that one
compared to swine flu and the bird flu and all that other.
why is it? Why this one go?
Like,
Well,
Ebola, like.
why does this one have to be named after beer though?
Because Corona is an anagram of raccoon, which,
Oh no! And the lab. No.
Umbrella.
The lab has the same symbol, just different
Yes,
colors
the
of
lab
umbrella
word,
cord.
like yes.
Wow.
See, brothers, if you stop eating that corn, they wouldn't get periods, and we wouldn't have coronaviruses.
Stop.
That was the Imhotep. That was the Hotep quote of the day. That's the Hotep. Look it up. Thank you. If y'all stop eating corn, we wouldn't have raccoon viruses. This nigga grabs the whole
bring
mic.
Some sort of scale to my comment. Mary, my bestie there, said 11,000 people die from the Black Plague every year, and that's a dead virus that nobody.
Listen, Mary. Look, I played Assassin's Creed. I know what's going on. I'm just saying. Whoever played that game, Outbreak, on the virus
Oh, no,
on the mobile game?
Plague Inc.
Yeah.
I played it last night.
Yeah, exactly. You know how 100 doubles real quick, right? I'm just saying. If you watch The Walking Dead, only take one bit, mother.
Wow.
All right, Mary.
Stop.
All right, look. When you got liquid green booty juice, and you saying for somebody to come take care of you.
People are getting
If you got
better
green
on their
booty juice
own.
at
It's like
that
a
point.
really bad flu. More people have died. More people will die from pneumonia.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like the news.
I had pneumonia and I didn't die.
Sadly. I'm joking. I'm only playing. I'm so happy you're still here. Don't be like that. Oh, it was morbid
Yes,
jokes.
it was. And if she were and she came back, I hope she played you.
Only if she comes back to the Thriller song. Dun, dun, tick, 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 tick,
Nah, ain't no
boom,
feeling
boom.
songs.
Worse.
Oh, all right. Sadly, I have been cussed out, smacked, abused, and apparently I'm the bad guy because I don't want a zombie apocalypse.
You don't deserve that.
You're only saying that because the zombie apocalypse is your favorite apocalypse.
You told them. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Kurt has a stash of emergency things placed about this city. I am so ready for the zombie apocalypse. Y'all, listen.
Emergency things placed about the city.
Which was it, like my friends know, like my friends' friends know, because I'm a weirdo geek. Like I think things might really pop off, and I have.
So you one of those doomsday.
So you have
Oh
zero
yeah, you, know,
bags.
you gotta understand. My father was a Navy SEAL, and he taught me things, and he prepared things.
Did he give you a
and
particular set of skills?
yes, I inherited those things when he passed, as well as I've been adding to. So if it pops off, come holler at your boy. If I allow you into my perimeter, by all means, any women who are afraid, I would be obliged as a gentleman to make sure that you're safeguarded in the scariest of times.
Fast running cheetah.
Right. That's all. As long as they're not
With,
runners.
like,
Oh, if they're not runners, it's game
powers.
over.
As long
Stuff
as they
and still
get him
dead.
first.
Oh, then you're all dead.
I have my own doomsday preparations, and I have medical training.
Do you are you a doomsday prepper? Are you really ready if something popped off? Like okay.
I keep 3 days of food and water at my house at all times. I have a go bag in my car in case my car breaks down, and I have 3 in my house, complete with flashlight, flint, tinder. I have a hunting knife, a survival knife.
That's cute.
A whole bunch of stuff, actually.
Okay.
That's none of your damn.
When's the last time you've gardened?
The last time I've gardened.
Like actually had to make
Just
a
'cause
plant
you
grow.
got 4 little plants.
Yo, I got
You can garden, nigga.
So
Listen,
you got you got orchid?
no, I have an orchid now. Don't tell my business. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see about my botanist life. How many of y'all are actually prepared for a doomsday
This nigga
scenario?
got 4 house plants.
No.
Check out my greenhouse,
Right?
though.
He said, "What you know about a green?"
No. Dead up. If y'all think y'all are adequately prepared for a doomsday scenario, I want to see it. Tell me in the chat, and we're gonna talk about the best comments. I'm all over the place because I'm between laptops and phones, so I might not be missing all your comments. But by all means, the ladies are looking at the monitor in the chat as well, and we're gonna shout you out if you sound like you make sense. If you say you got oodles and noodles and a batarang.
Look,
Yeah.
that's a non-perishable item. Okay, oodles and
It
noodles.
really is. All
Exactly.
You figure if you buy a whole bunch of them right
You
now,
just crack them up and eat them like
yeah,
just like that.
it's not going to go bad. It's going to keep
All
you
of you
alive.
grew
You
up
might have
poor.
high blood pressure for a minute, but yo, it's still well, you going to learn how to make some wild water. What's that dirty
They're
water?
terrible.
Where they did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called
You can get
Horrible.
actually your body produces water. It's a little salty, but
boil and clean.
wow, you really
like
think that's a
what-
thing, huh? You don't filter your own. Oh, wow, yeah.
ain't-
I put it like
We
this.
ain't at that place where we got to start drinking our own piss, man.
Listen, y'all go ahead on. Y'all gonna be drinking piss. This is how it works. Yo, you suck. They're gonna like, I boiled the urine. Why does it taste like butt?
Don't you just love
It
how
shouldn't
you act
taste
like
like
you're
butt
not
if
gonna
it's
help us?
urine.
I'm not.
You love how you act like
I'm
you're
not.
gonna help us?
Listen, the way y'all treat me. Me, Addison, and Don are the only. Oh no, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna end up killing them. Just off the strength. I'm sorry, Don.
You're not going to keep us around?
No, it's not even that. It's just we would end up like it would be we're gonna end up killing each other easily. What? No woman to mitigate all that testosterone? That's impossible. The worst thing in a zombie apocalypse is men running everything. Literally. You do need every zombie apocalypse. Think about it. Who's in charge? When's the last time you saw a zombie apocalypse movie or scenario where a man was in charge? The governor?
That's because of patriarchy, though, and poor storytelling.
That's because of who wrote the story.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm just saying. No, because even then, how many women have wrote zombie-related fiction?
Zombies wouldn't really happen. And zombies.
You
is
know,
more of
you're a
male
real
thing.
party pooper, Tef.
Am I? You wasn't saying that Saturday. You wasn't saying that Friday at my party.
By the way, mermaids aren't real either.
First of all, we don't know that mermaids aren't real.
And
We can't.
in the words of Heath Ledger, and here we go.
I'm just saying, we haven't been to the bottom of the ocean. We don't know what's down there.
I hate her. All right, so for you weebs out there, apparently, Studio.
Ghibli.
I knew what
Can I read this to you?
No, I got it.
Do you?
All 21 Studio Ghibli films. all 21 Studio Giblets films are coming in Netflix. She said giblets. I'm just repeating what the weeb said.
I said Ghibli, but you couldn't repeat that.
All right, all 21 Studio
Ghibli.
films are coming to Netflix on February 1st. Why are we excited about that?
But they're not coming to America, though.
Yeah, they are.
They're coming to North America?
They should be, yeah.
Literally every time I see that article about all 21 Studio Ghibli films, it's like, not in America.
What?
Yeah. So the rest of the world gets to experience the amazingness and the wonderfulness of Miyazaki and the rest of
definitely
Ghibli,
thought it
but
was.
not America. Or Canada. Canada don't get it either.
As far as I'm concerned, they are speaking another language. Who is Studio Giblets?
My favorite.
Wow. It's all
Studio
man.
Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Literally the most amazing anime movies you will ever see.
I was gonna say they're
in
only
your
like
life.
the most famous.
It-
like, anime films.
Is
Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited
Spirited
Away,
Away.
The
Princess
Princess
What's that,
Mononoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ponyo.
Food.
Ponyo.
Ponyo, yeah.
Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind.
You said how, right? You said how,
Oh,
right?
we said how. We said how first. Jesus.
Did they do Ninja Scroll? Oh well, then I don't care. All right, so moving on to something more entertaining. I'm just saying. Look, I ain't gonna be ducking all doggone day. We gonna square
So
up.
Mary says the North America region is not. We're not getting them in February, but we're getting.
Oh, but
them.
we're getting them? Thank
Yeah.
you, Mary. You just saved my life.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait, no, not February, but I was like, they are coming to
They
Netflix.
are coming. If they're coming, then I will admit being wrong, and I will gladly accept my Studio Ghibli overlords.
Sounds to me like somebody's weeb card needs to be pulled.
Pulled. Why would you pull my weep?
I'm just saying we need to review
You
your
don't-
credentials.
you can't even say Studio Ghibli.
I
You
am
don't
not
know
the
any of
weeb
them.
nerd. I'm not the weeb nerd ever. I'm the roundabout.
But it's not rounded.
And it's not even necessarily weeb culture. Like most people who like anime like Studio Ghibli.
Really?
That don't even
Yeah.
like people that don't even like
Do,
anime.
do they
like
draw?
Dragon
Do they
Yeah.
draw Dragon Ball Z?
They could if they wanted to.
Then I don't care.
Oh my God, Grave of the Firefly.
It's two different ones.
Wait, I just thought of
It's just the story behind
Yeah.
all of
I
it
get
is
it. No, I'm
so-
just for the
detailed.
just for the record, so y'all know. I'm kidding. Calm down. No, seriously, who is Studio Giblets? Tell me offline. Yeah, I know.
I will show you.
Yeah,
I have DVDs, tons of them.
Yo,
Oh.
I have a whole
So wait.
collection on my laptop.
Are they shows or movies?
They're movies.
I got you. So this is not like a series. This is like, sit down and watch
No,
these
it's
movies.
like their catalog of movies is coming in that.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that sounds exciting. I saw a movie preview for something like that at the theater one time. They were like, oh, Studio Giblets.
Yeah, so they
every year,
yeah.
every year they bring Studio Ghibli movies to theaters.
Yeah.
They do. They sell. They sell good. They sell.
Which is
out.
why they do that.
Right.
My
And
Neighbor
they always,
Totoro.
they always do it. But oh my God, My Neighbor Totoro.
yeah.
Fucking Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah.
Huh. Sassy said, I'm not allowed to come at anybody's weeb card. Sassy, why don't you show up and then tell me to my face, sucker. Tell me.
You don't want no smoke, so
I
stop.
don't. I know.
You only talking tough because she's not here.
If y'all see me square up and knock her clean off her behind, don't say nothing.
I
Don't.
want to see it
I'm showing his.
Zen.
Yes.
I don't have
See,
that.
I'm trying to channel my inner Meek Mill. I'm trying to take an L on this one. Anywho.
Try harder.
All right, so Terry Jones, least controversial star of Monty Python, sadly has passed at age 77. Yeah, no jokes here.
Very sad.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in I can't say I grew up in the Monty Python. I grew up in the Monty Python-esque era where we got the residual effects of their influence.
Because it was like around time we had Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, see, you're right here. You know, because if you remember the Holy Grail and there's just so many different things that the Life of Brian, right?
Holy Grail, yeah.
And Monty Python was like one of those series where you didn't know what you were watching, but you just knew the adults didn't want you to watch it.
Yeah.
Like you found your uncle's tape of it, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Monty Python kind of like what pulled me into like British TV because it was Monty
Right.
Python and then Blackadder and Mr. Bean and
I think Mr. Bean did it for me, but Monty Python definitely was that influence. And sadly, I have to say, Doctor Who was my first ever British experience.
Yeah, it was mine.
As it should be.
I gotta get that beat.
the opening,
I have a TARDIS sound as a ringtone. I'm that much of a nerd.
Yeah, I didn't want because I don't want to be assaulted throughout the entire show. I didn't make that joke,
I love you, Kurt.
but this is how they set you up, fellas. This is how they break you. Just so you know.
Are you broken? Is that what you're saying?
Inside.
yeah.
Your abuser will usually apologize to you after. Men, you don't have to take it. Understand that a sorry does not erase past toxic behavior.
You're not in a safe place.
I love Roxy sometimes, and she's on my side. Anywho, yo.
Am I an abuser? Do I abuse you?
Don't let him pull you over his nonsense.
It's
See,
always been done. We've been sharing this drink.
Yo, Tef has been a trash bag since day one, and she continuously abuses me.
What you mean?
But
by
I'm a
that?
trash can.
True. So y'all go together. Y'all are perfectly set to treat me like trash. Anywho.
I'm just gonna reach around and calm my anxiety.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Kobe Bryant death kind of sparked a couple of newsworthy things. He's our mid-card topic. We're going to kind of get into it. But first, yes, as always, our noob of the week. Our noob of the week. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm still watching your hands. Our noob of the week is news anchor Miss Allison Moore. Now, this was interesting because, and Don, do we have the news clip of it? Okay, all right, listen. Before we set the tone of what we're going to talk about, we're going to play the news clip for you. Most of you have seen it, but for those who haven't, here you go.
He was just the kind of athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on
Is
the
our
Los
audio-
Angeles
is our audio
Lakers.
still on?
Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us.
All right, so I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Well, fortunately, I do appreciate her for allowing us now the opportunity to use that euphemism in a new way that won't get us up on Facebook. My Nakers. My Nakers.
Naker Navy.
Yeah. Oh, y'all don't understand how that post got us in so much Facebook trouble.
So much trouble.
But so our noob of the week. Can I just say this? I'm not going to debate whether she said nigger, or naker. Whatever. I don't have a problem with somebody making a mistake. What I have a problem is giving an explanation for the mistake that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, the double down.
Yeah.
Double down.
Like don't double. Look. Go ahead, Rocky.
Look, like she really was like doing a whole lot of stuttering. And normally, when you stutter, you have those little moments where you can make corrections in your stutter. Mm-hmm. So it's like you go, well, you know, and you know the nakers, no, you didn't say nakers, you said you know, and it's like you could have fixed that, and then you tried to fix it. So you heard yourself say it, whole Naker thing, is that going to be something she's going to capitalize off of? And now, I make that word up.
Yo, that's going to be on T-shirts everywhere.
We about to get t-shirts.
Let me see if I can own that.
Look,
word
Naker Navy.
now.
Listen,
I would rock that hat.
I listen. Look, Nakers with attitude. I'm just saying.
I like that.
Head Nakers in charge.
Just change the whole name.
The whole vibe of it. But I'm with Roxy in that sometimes when you know the sensitivity of the comment made, true, it was. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt in saying it was just an innocent. I want to say intimate so bad. Innocent mistake. Own it. Hey, I know what it sounded like. I just want to reaffirm that isn't what I said. But if it phonetically sounded like that to you, just know that that's not the kind of person I am. And don't tell me that you meant to say Naker. Really, nigga? Like, come on.
So, actually, no. She was kind of like, they kind of dragged her on Instagram because they were like, this isn't the first time.
Yeah,
she
she's
said stuff that was like, kind of like.
Yeah, she's got a history.
She's got a history.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because she came from Fox News, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got, yeah.
Wow.
So at first I wanted to be like, so at first I was like, wow, you said that.
First of
I
all,
was like, okay, maybe not. And then I was just like, no, you really said that. And then like to find out that these kind of things have come out of her mouth before.
Facts.
I was just like, girl.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to stereotype a little bit. She's got the high and tight cut. She looks like somebody who wants to talk to your manager.
She looks like Karen.
Yeah, exactly.
She looked like all the Fox News anchors that came before.
Exactly.
Right.
I can't.
It's the whole I am Jedi. I am every Fox News anchor.
Exactly.
They imbued it to get Naker out of there.
Right.
Listen, we're not here to pass judgment on anybody because we say some pretty off-the-wall stuff on this show, but we're an adult content show, so that's kind of like our vibe, our thing. And
also, we brown and you not.
Facts. Because don't get it twisted. I will say all kinds of N-words to my N-words about N-words, but don't you say the N-word. There's there's four N's in it. Yeah, man. Me and Don. Yeah. We good. And Black Twitter in true fashion made a phenomenal joke of it.
They did their job.
And Black Twitter is I think the Black Twitter represents the Black delegation.
Yes.
Like, if Black Twitter gets a hold of it, they'll basically let you know whether
Oh, yeah.
And I think most of us kind of came to the realization that, okay, yeah, we're not going to go hard with it because we would not have turned it into a joke had people been truly
upset.
Now, mind you, not her. She wasn't disciplined for this because.
Not her, but the other.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, I got to do because these white women in media been effing up.
I told you all those platinum blondes.
and mind you, to my fairest of skin, melanated, depleted, semi-seasoned white women who watch our show, just know that we seasoned because they got flavor. It's just not our flavor.
They're not Lowry's.
They're not loud. Right. They're paprika and dill and parsley. They're parsley. And it's delicious. Listen, y'all are delicious. Big, that ain't nothing but some pimp juice, baby. Go ahead,
Get out of here with that.
But
Now you see why Sassy always wear that rain slicker.
Now things make sense.
Sass, they hating on me.
Everybody hating, baby.
But listen, what I'm trying to say is we're not grinding you up. It's not y'all. It's just it always surprises me when things like this in the news media come out, and then you find out they do the same thing. Oh, I didn't mean. Oh, it was an accident. And then you pull their history, and you come to find out like, yo, you do this all the time, bro. Mm-hmm. So all right, cool. We can give you the benefit of the doubt if it was the first time, but if you have a history of this type of behavior, this is one of the reasons why you are officially the noob of the week. Yeah. Hey.
Captain Garbage.
So next up, we got this super dope trailer from A Blast from Our Past and Our Childhood, another remake of a cartoon favorite. Were y'all Scooby-Doo fans?
I was huge Scooby-Doo. 100%.
I was not.
I loved all. but I love,
that mystery.
I love
Show the
all
box.
of that stuff though, like Scooby Doo, Wacky Races, the Flintstones.
I like the
Josie
Wacky
and
Races.
Josie
Wasn't a
and the
Flintstones
Pussycats.
fan.
I love Tomcat and Huckleberry.
Oh my God,
Finn
Tomcat!
and-
All of Hanna-Barbera's lineup was dope.
Sonic, yeah.
Now, see, I was a Jetsons fan, but I wasn't like a.
See, I was a fan because they always came on back to back. Flintstones and then the Jetsons.
Yeah.
And then you had the
I like how
Smurfs
they
and then
did
you had
that.
the Snorks. When I found the Snorks, let me
Yeah,
tell
but
you.
those were like way late. They
I wasn't
didn't come
allowed
out
to
till,
watch the
like,
Smurfs
80s. Like,
or
I-
the Snorks.
Like I watched all that stuff that like, my mom grew up on.
The-
So
the-
like,
you know, Roxy, you knew exactly. but no, it's funny because I used to be big in not. Remember how they used to have to say the real Ghostbusters? I like the other Ghostbusters, the you know, the Walmart brand Ghostbusters with the gorilla and all of that. I used to watch them, and I used to attribute. They were my Right. Oh, you didn't know there was another? Yeah, I like the off-brand Ghostbusters. So that's where I would go. Now, I did like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
yeah.
When he was or what is
No,
that?
there's 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. Then there's a pup named Scooby
Pup.
Doo.
There you go.
Yeah.
A pup named Scooby-Doo. All right, so basically, we got the trailer for Scoob coming up, and Don's gonna bring it to you right now.
Oh, it's about to start. You ready?
Ready.
Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here. Maybe it's time we made our new movie.
Good idea, Scoob. But first we need a trailer. Oh, can you do the trailer guy voice?
Well, let me give it a shot. In a world destroyed by evil, discover the epic origin story of the greatest team of heroes in the history of mystery. Not bad.
Nailed it!
Oh.
Hey!
Oh.
This mangy stray's coming with me.
He's not a stray.
Okay, then. What's his name?
His name's Scooby.
Middle name?
Doobie?
Last name?
Do.
You said that we would always be. Without you, I feel lost at sea.
I love it.
Through the darkness,
I'll never take it off.
like the wind, we'd be wide.
Aw.
Maybe don't do that again.
I'm Fred. This is Velma.
Hi.
And that's Daphne.
Hey, I'm Shaggy, and this is Scooby Doo.
Nice to meet you.
Trick or treat.
Whoa. Shaggy and Scooby were taken?
Do you realize where we are?
No.
Look around, man. The clean, modern aesthetic, the cool blue color palette. We're in
IKEA.
the Falcon Fury. Did you say IKEA?
Nope. I said Falcon Fury, just like you.
Maybe this can lead us to Scooby and Shaggy. Trace amounts of mustache oil, 12-year-old scotch.
Ugh. Is the bad guy my dad?
Shaggy, then Daphne, then.
I actually, yeah, we were just talking. We have questions. We have a lot of questions, and actually, Roxy brought up a couple good ones that we could touch on a little bit before the trailer. Just real quick, you just said where are these people parents at?
Like y'all don't go to school. Y'all somehow found a van.
I always.
Y'all somehow have food, but y'all wear the same clothes. Are y'all on drugs? I have lots of questions because that dog can't talk. I'm quite sure he can't. Y'all just
They all high.
really
Y'all
stuff.
can we?
Like in that movie Half Baked, where like everything that was impossible was possible. Like you flying and crap in Half Baked. Like what are y'all on Half?
Can we
Baked
agree that
stuff?
they was all high?
They were super high.
Not all of them. Just
Who?
Shaggy.
Who? No.
Just Shaggy.
No,
All of them.
he
If
was
you heard
cool.
Scooby Doo,
Laugh,
no.
nigga,
If
the
you heard
weed
Scooby Doo,
made
there
it,
was
like, go
something
straight.
in whatever you took.
Which is why the main person that's hearing Scooby is Shaggy.
Because he's the highest, but the rest of them are high.
He translate dog.
Fred was.
Velma was not high.
Hold on. So when they would always split up, why Fred and what was Fred and Daphne doing when why you bite your lip when I said that? Listen, I said what was they doing? And Tef was like, Scooby Dooby Dooby. She was like, Ruffalo. Oh no, Scoob. So what, come on, Tef, what was going on in the cut?
I'm a child of God. I don't know what you.
Who's God? Is the question. We got to clarify. Are we talking about Dormammu or? Listen. I need to know. There's a lot of guys. We talking about Odin? Are you Asgardian? You a whole? Are you? Well,
I'm an Odin son.
Yeah. What is a Poseidonian?
Zeus?
Or Atlantean.
Zeus
No, she would be an Atlantean.
Yeah.
You're an Atlantean. Aha. Yeah, she's fishy. I'm mad at everybody was like, nigga. So Scooby Doo's going to come out when, Don? Okay, nobody paid attention.
It's this summer.
It's Scoob. Yeah.
It's awful.
Already?
I'm sorry, I have feelings, and my feelings are that it does not match up to the.
Continue.
Didn't she say you couldn't have no more?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did say that's my moonshine.
I'm sorry. I'm not listening to anybody that can't come past my kneecap.
I reached your chest. Thank you very much. Give me my moonshine back.
Tell him about Scoob.
Scoob doesn't match up to a pup named Scooby Doo. His name is Scoobert J. Doob. Thank you very much. Did y'all watch the show?
I'm just laughing because she's so mad.
That was
But
your
that
film
was-
review
no,
from the
but
Angry
that
Short
was-
Lady.
No, but that was literally me. Like I said, when they did the Addams Family, I was like, who the F are these niggas? Why isn't Gomez handsome? Why he built like a goddamn bowling ball? Morticia looked lame. She don't even look like she would cut you on the real just because. And I was like, Pugsley and Wednesday look like they freaking inbred. I was so mad.
Yeah, I have to admit, the problem with certain things is when you do cartoon adaptations, sometimes you take away from the very essence of a character. Like the Addams Family were creepy and kooky and mysteriously spooky, but they were smooth. Listen, listen. Once I saw Gomez was this fat, pudgy, weirdo looking boy, I was like, that's not Gomez. And Raul Julia would roll over in his grave to sit. Yeah, right. Well, either way, go see Scoob. Don't go see Scoob.
Don't see it.
We're not gonna see it.
Don't pay to see it.
Just know it's no real ghost in it, and at the end, it's Mr. Earl from up the block. So our mid-card topic is kind of somber. But okay, it's about Kobe Bryant's death, but not necessarily the death itself. We're not going to get into the logistics and all that. We kind of want to just talk about the culture of internet culture and meme culture and geek culture and the whole nine. One of the most popular things that disperse information and comedy and levity are memes. I think memes are modern day hieroglyphics. I don't know. And I can't even take credit for that. Somebody said that to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. You know what I mean? Now, but where does taste, morality, base humanity? Because there are meme groups dedicated just to what they call dank memes, which can be any assortment of the dankest of dankiest. If you don't know what dank means, can somebody?
I don't know what dank.
Yeah, I don't. Do we ever have a
dank is kind of like awesome.
All right, so it's like the.
It's like put some stank on.
Like
it.
top,
all right.
Top tier memes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when people die, we almost have come. We're almost numb to. We almost expect it now. They're going to be the memes.
Yeah.
Within the first few hours of Kobe Bryant's death, I saw three memes, specifically me, which I was like, wow. And mind you, as a comedian, I'm usually good with any joke, even the ones that are inappropriate, because comedy is comedy. What doesn't make me laugh doesn't mean it doesn't make somebody else laugh. But it was this meme of Kobe Bryant and NBA Jam holding the ball on fire, and it said, "He's on fire too soon" at the bottom. And I was just like,
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I was on Twitter like not long after I found out, maybe an hour or so, and there were already memes popping up. And it wasn't even Black Twitter; it was just regular Twitter. People like something that had nothing to do with the news at all, and they were already like, "Oh, is it too soon?" Like, nigga, it's been an hour.
Wow. Angelo said there was how about a GTA video of a helicopter crashing into a mountain? See, that's what and I think I saw that. I saw, even then, somebody, and there's this fake video going around. I mistakenly posted it and had to pull it back down. Yes, head nurse in charge does make mistakes, more so Kurt. But there was this video of a helicopter crashing into a mountainous region. And they were saying, oh, this is the Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? And somebody took that video and took the crash, and you know how at the end of GTA when you die it says wasted. They did the wasted. Wow. I mean, when is too much? Where's the line? Where do we draw the line in civility and human decency?
I mean, it's definitely like we've gotten into that era where people are numb to a lot of things, and the fact that people just. They don't care. Okay, that person passed away. Yeah. They'll go ahead and make a joke about it, or let me go ahead and make this, and it's so tasteless. It's so tasteless. You know, I mean, thinking like, you know, what if it was your loved one? And a lot of people don't ever think of it being somebody that they know. It could be your child, your mother, your father. Someone caught it on a picture of it, and now your tragedy is someone's meme.
Or they think because they're celebrities that they're not
that person's. I thought about the fact, and I'm sorry, I thought about the fact that you know that day, you know that Sunday when they had showed everything. I'm thinking about the wife who's like, this is probably a lie. This is, you know, because you hear all those fake, you know, hoax people died, Betty White and all that.
Because we found out before the family did.
And then all of a sudden, this is what she's seeing popping up on her feed. Like, her life just got changed. You know, she's right now probably laying in the bed, and can you imagine putting your hand on that side of the bed where your husband was laying at, or you knowing the footsteps of all your children running around the house, and them footsteps sound a lot differently now. You know, but to everybody else who don't think that they're going to ever experience anything like this is a joke, and it doesn't matter to you or anyone else because it's them and they'll get over it. No, they're human beings just like the rest of us. And some stuff is not funny. No, it's not.
And people kill themselves out of grief, and I'm sure she's got a lot of people surrounding her because she's just been utterly destroyed. Like, when I found out about it, I was literally laying in bed with my baby sitting next to me, and I had to
Tef, can I jump into that? Because actually, I got to give Tef, she broke it to us. She said, "Oh, I remember. We have a way of communicating. I don't want to tell our trade secrets, but we have a way of communicating amongst all of us." And she said, "Oh, wow, this Kobe Bryant death rumor may be true." And I remember looking at my phone like, "What? Like, well, I said, yo, she had to have gotten that wrong." And, you know, quick Google search and TMZ, and the next thing you know, there was just so much information and misinformation. Now, there's a couple of points that I want to kind of tap on in this discussion. Number one, how do we feel about TMZ breaking it before the family even knew?
Yeah, they should not have.
Now, that's one. TMZ is the one.
As a question, how do you feel about what just happened? She's like, excuse me?
Wow.
Came out, TMZ told her first.
See, now.
She ain't right. She's not even right no more.
Now, to kind of set context, a lot of people felt as though, well, you know, Kobe Bryant, he's all rich and wealthy. He should have just been driving a car like everybody else. But I like to set context in these discussions, because before we bring up arguments and contrary opinions, it's always best to have all the facts. Don, you got that video for me with about why he takes the helicopter?
Yeah, we got that. I mean, that was pretty short, so we just want to play it.
All right. So we're going to play this video so that we can set the context as to exactly why Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna and the other 7 passengers, for whatever reason, were in the helicopter. But this is Kobe's reason.
Tell us a little bit about your routine. You're in Newport Beach, and you take a helicopter. Walk us through it and why and how that started. A lot of people don't know that story.
Yeah, so I always get to practice really early. My routine is always the same. You know, I'd wake up 4 in the morning, and I'd lift weights, you know, really early, 5 in the morning. Get home at about 6:30 in time to wake up the kids for school. And then I take the kids to school every morning. That's what I do. I take them to school, and then after I take them to school, I go to practice. I drive to practice. And this is when, before people started really moving down south, so I can get down to L.A. in 30, 40 minutes, right? So I practice. I'd stay late after practice, get my shots up, treatment up, drive back, and I can get back in time to pick the kids up from school, you know, after school activities, all that fun stuff, even on weekends. But then traffic started getting really, really bad. Right, and I was sitting in traffic, and I wound up missing like a school play because I was sitting in traffic, and this thing just kept mounting. I had to figure out a way where I could still train and focus on the craft, but still not compromise family time. And so that's when I looked into helicopters and be able to get down and back in 15 minutes, and that's when it started. And so my routine was always the same: weights early in the morning, kids to school, fly down, practice like crazy, do my extra work, media, everything I needed to do. Fly back, get back in carpool line, pick the kids up. And my wife was like, listen, I can pick them up. I'm like, no. I want to do that because, like, you know, you have road trips and times where you don't see your kids, man, you know? So, like, every chance I get to see them and spend time with them, even if it's 20 minutes in the car, like, I want that, right? So that would be my routine all the time.
So no nap, though, because you...
So, if you know,
Can I just say?
No, by all means, Steph.
The why don't matter. That, like, they had the money to take a helicopter, and I hate when people get caught up on little details that don't matter. He took a helicopter because he motherfucking wanted to, and he could.
Exactly.
Like,
and that was his
that didn't like
anyway.
that doesn't stop this from being any less tragic. That don't stop them people from
Agreed.
being any less dead. Like that don't matter. Well, and actually, for all the people who are like, he should have took a car. Taking a car is the least safe method of transportation. Like, shut the hell up. Please stop.
So I work for the city, right? And I work for the claims against the city. I look at police reports on a regular. Driving a car?
Yeah.
10 times more dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
I had this one police report, right? And it just, because it stuck out to me the most. 6-car accident because the dude was driving while he was sick.
Yeah, to Lex's point, I don't want to say there's a script. Time and unforeseen occurrences befall us all, and things happen. And I mean, as more information, Don was kind of illuminating us to some things, and we were all talking about it. Apparently, you know, there was fog. The lack of a warning system, some pilot error, and a culmination of things ended in a tragedy. Okay, we can all come to terms with that. My thing is, number one, the fact that people felt the necessity, and okay, we know the memes are going to happen, but really, within a couple hours, and to think that could actually get back to the family. Number two, a Washington Post journalist felt the need to repost the 2016 allegations
it's an
of
article with the detailing the allegations and like the settlement of his rape case.
Right. And it's funny, in the chat, somebody earlier in the chat, in the chat for our show said, hey, you know, much love to the 8 survivors, but F that rapist or something to that effect. Right. Look, scroll up. It's there. And much respect to that person. I'm not admonishing them for what they said because you're entitled to the way you feel. It's definitely been enough time. I know people who feel like that about Kobe, but they didn't do it within the first couple days of this man's death.
Some people literally, I was like, yo, he hadn't been dead 12 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours. It was like, ma'am, Like, are you high? Is that crack that you smoke? Like, what did you do?
We went right to rapists.
Yo, and then the double down from like these people, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
You bold.
And don't feel like we're not telling you you're not entitled to your feelings and opinions, but
have some tact,
right?
Or some class.
Have some respect.
Well, it's the same thing.
Because I'm telling you right now, short of, and you know what, I can't even say that because I always get in trouble for playing the middle of the road too much. Like everybody always says, well, Kurt, you never really pick a side. Because I can always see both sides of it. No matter how bad an individual is, somebody lost somebody they loved. And let me tell you something. For most of y'all, until you actually lose somebody close to you, you might not understand it. Because genuinely loving somebody who was not loved by multiple people, it's already hard enough. It's already going to be tough. And those daughters, those little girls, they don't need to hear that their father. And guess what? His parents are still alive. Jelly Bean still. I didn't even know that. Ada had to tell me that. Jelly Bean's still alive and kicking.
Yeah, he was really close. He has sisters.
Right.
He's really close to his sisters.
Yeah, the sisters. They're right here in Philly.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like one thing that people were saying, it was like about the reporter who may or may not have said the N-word, like, oh, well, that detracts from the tragedy. You taking attention away from that. But who, like, what do you think you're doing by bringing this up? Like, this story dead and buried, but y'all gonna bring this up like it's supposed to be relevant to his character and all that other stuff? Right. Don't forget. How about you don't forget to shut the hell up? Like, yo, stop.
That's why
you want to detract from a tragedy by pointing this out, but we not supposed to be upset because this lady clearly said the N-word on TV. Get out of my face.
Thank you.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why it's something that definitely. Well, let me see. Mary says feelings can be complicated for a complicated man, but it was a tragedy, and we as humans can express empathy for the loss of a life and for their family, while still acknowledging that the individual was flawed without being a total garbage human about it. I just had a conversation with somebody today where I was like, there's an art to disagreeing. There's a tactful way, because really it's all in what's your motive. Are you arguing for clarity or are you arguing to make a point? If you're arguing to make a point, then I don't have a dialogue with you. Right. Because I don't need to know your point. I don't care. Exactly. We have a difference of opinion, and I usually feel like it saves us both time to just say, let's agree to disagree.
Especially because you're not trying to understand where I'm coming from, and you don't want me to understand where you're coming from. You're just arguing to argue.
Yeah. And some people just want to be heard. Like I heard earlier this week, well, I've not even heard, but I was on Facebook earlier this week, and I've seen some of the most horrible things that people were saying, not even just about Kobe or in regards to the accident, but even down to the child. And what was that? I saw that. I think my man Demetrius. He shot him out. Hellspawn cosplay. One guy said something to the effect of, F that rapist. I hope he had to watch his daughter burn while not being able to console her. And I was, and I actually pulled the ball information up, and he takes care of kids and all that. And I was like,
Yes, he posted it in the comments. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he took the screenshots and posted it in the comments. And I was actually just really lucky. I was like, out of the couple hundred people on my Facebook, I didn't have anybody who posted anything like that.
Listen, I had somebody say, hey, and somebody else that's in our journalistic circle, and she felt the same way as the young lady from the Washington Post. But she said, hey, I'm going to use some journalistic tact and wait. If you got a negative look, there's just it has some couth about you. That's all. That's all. And in my opinion, it's not like this man was convicted. He was never convicted of the crime. And if I remember the details of the case, some things were sketchy. I'm never into victim blaming. I don't want to even go down that path of innocence because she was paid off. So something happened. Something definitely happened. Well, I mean, look, sometimes these wealthy dudes, they just pay off so that there's no issue. And then sometimes you got a Harvey Weinstein where he's a total trash bag, and the victims feel like the cash payout is compensation enough. I don't know. Yeah. And look, at the end of the day, I think that we as a culture got to do better. The memes, funny though they may be, need to be reclused to your circle. Now, I listen, once again, I'm not going to censor comedy ever. Me personally, this is Kurt. I'm not saying Head Nerds in Charge or anybody else down the line. I'm saying me personally, I never, ever believe in any form of censorship. I do believe that you better be able to own it when confronted or keep it recluse to the people. Listen, you can call me a nigger, hard R, as much as you want within the confines of your home with your racist buddies. But you say it in an open forum where I hear you or somebody else hears you, or if I hear somebody, you might, ain't no might. I'm just saying you better be able to own it because it's not going to stop. It's just be able to stand up and take ownership of whatever it is you say, because this social media platform allows a lot of people to be keyboard warriors because they know nobody's going to knock on their door until somebody until somebody knocks on your door.
Until you run up on somebody in the mall, like what's
really good. Hey, you that nigga that posted that meme? Yeah. You be like, I don't even remember you, sir.
It's like social media really has people afraid to actually talk to one another. So this is our window to being big and bad, and people will get there and say anything they want, call you all kinds of names. I do such and such and such and such and such and such. And then don't think that, hey, you got some crazy psychos out here that know how to gentle stalk and find out where you work.
No, like
find out all
look
kinds
at all
of
those
stuff.
people who pop off on Twitter who ended up fired. Fired.
Sent everything right over to HR.
Wow.
Was this your employee?
I just wanted to read. Angelo has a long comment, but I feel necessary to read it.
Okay.
Angelo said, I said a majority of this earlier, but this shows the influence he had on me. It's crazy to see how legends can leave our world at the snap of a finger. Growing up, not as a Lakers fan, but knowing the complete excellence and achievements that he held himself to, this man was one of the most amazing people to be around. The amount of not only talent he had, he could equal in knowledge, and knowing that he's gone is heartbreaking. Love, Kobe Bryant. But so did the world. 41 years is too young, though the teammates were but 41 years is too young, though not too young that his daughter and other teammates were also taken. Too young for those lives. Rest easy, Mamba. You're a role model to me, a true person I look up to. Yeah, it's crazy. He's a legend who was just supportive, and another legend in the making. I'm going to stop right there just because I think we harbor so much on the fact that Kobe Bryant died that when we do these memes, make these jokes, and you forget
there were eight other people died, including his daughter.
Right. Yeah. And that's my thing.
One of her friends, wasn't it?
So it was
like one of her teammates.
So it was him, his daughter, a family, including like
there was a mother,
a father, and their daughter
they
who were friends with them.
Behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, one whole family is the mother. It's the mother, the father, and the daughter.
Right.
No, and they have another daughter
who had to help identify the body.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's going with the grandparents.
Yeah.
She's gone.
All right, just don't be trash, y'all. Sometimes, I mean, look, jokes is jokes. You know, the R. Kelly memes were hilarious, me personally. And that's still somebody's trauma. But tragedies like this, I'm not making one greater or less than. It's just in the tact that you handle it in. And just be knowledgeable in what you're posting about and make sure it's accurate.
And the amount of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
like an hour after they died? Come on.
I got off social media. I was like, I'm
No, I actually, and I don't ever take a break from social media. I actually wish I had.
I honestly thank God that I was at a con and the area of the venue that I was in, I had shitty Wi-Fi anyway, so I couldn't see too much. So stuff was coming, and it was just like, I can't look at this. And like the Wi-Fi gods hurt my parents. They were just like, you got it. You don't gotta look at that.
And you know what? And Addison made a good point. He admits to adultery. Often cases involving athletes and public figures are settled to keep disparaging details confidential, even if the actual crime didn't happen. I remember that, and Ada, thank you, because I was a big Kobe fan, a huge Shaq fan. I was mad at Kobe for putting Shaq in it, but that's a whole nother conversation. But he lost a Sprite deal. I think it was Wrigley's gum at the time he lost his deal. Yeah. He lost a lot of money behind this, and I will never forget that not only did he take ownership of his sexual indiscretions, but he said, I want to save my family from further embarrassment.
Yeah.
So, and the man's life emulated that type of vibe. Yeah. To me personally, we don't know who these people are. I did not know Kobe Bryant personally. I just know the man and the image that he illuminated to the world, and it was enough that it inspired millions. Mm-hmm. If not have a heart for the family, have a heart for the millions of people that you may know or those on your timeline who may be affected. That's all. Because these are your friends and whatnot. And if all y'all want to get together and make a joke of it, do it in the comments. You ain't got to share the joke with the world. Mm-hmm. That's all. You can keep that to yourself.
Send a DM, my dude.
Right.
Send a private message. You don't have to have the whole world know that you're trash.
Exactly. Do you know how many DMs black folks send to white folks? The ones that we like. So I'm just saying.
Like, yo, don't show your other white friends.
Right, exactly. And I'm sure that y'all do the same. I'm pretty sure there is a watermelon meme in one of y'all pics. Anywho.
I don't even like watermelon. Now what?
I love watermelon. I am so stereotypical. Purple Kool-Aid, watermelon, and fried chicken.
Purple drink.
What do you? It's purple.
Purple drink.
Purple.
Not even
what
drink,
flavor is
drink.
that? Purple.
Purple. You already know what it is.
Fried chicken.
So we're getting ready to close out the show with our final topic. Wait, we got.
We did have.
Yeah, we got one more trailer. We got what's called the rhythm section. What is that section? All right. Yeah. All right. Well, something Tef picked. I'm pretty sure it's got culture in it. We're gonna play the trailer for the rhythm section.
I lost my family 3 years ago.
It wasn't an accident. There was a bomb on that plane.
I need your help to find the ones who did this. I've got nothing to lose.
What about your life?
What about it?
I'm going to say this once. Even if you succeed, it won't be worth it.
Bombmaker is free. He's walking the streets.
You promised me you won't do nothing silly. Why are you here?
To offer you closure.
And how would you do that?
Violently.
You're much more human than I thought you'd be.
And it's a good disguise.
You don't have a clue about the scale of the mess you've caused.
Oh, thank God. Y'all was about to get some tea. Yo. Y'all, listen, we are so unprofessional because y'all was about to hear some business. Woo. He just caught that one, boy. Let me tell you something. Captain Kangaroo would have been pissed. Y'all don't even know who that is.
Yo, need to know.
No, you don't need to know. That's on our Patreon. We'll tell you exactly who we're talking about. Hashtag. All right, so Sir Patrick Stewart my computer died the minute I started reading it. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
That's what happens when you're a trash bag.
Not when you're a trash can.
All right, so
Oh my
Sir
God,
Patrick Stewart invites.
We talked about that.
Basically, Patrick Stewart told Whoopi Goldberg she needs to come on Picard in its second season, and basically we're talking about what characters you would like to see in that series,
or any series. If you would like to bring a character back to a
that's your topic. Tell them what you want.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
I only want Jordy if he come in saying butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
So we can start with Star Trek. So if there was a character,
just take
Star
a
Trek
look.
character you'd like to see in Picard, but then
It's
it was
reading
like,
rainbow. No, I do the word. Yo, you know what the sad part is? Typically, Tef gets annoyed with that. That's the first time she just was like, I'm out there. She was like, fine.
It's because I'm here.
Yeah, facts, because she would have never did that with me. Jordy was the only. I only watch NTG. I'm not a Trekkie at all whatsoever. I'm a Star Wars fan.
You need to watch TOS.
First of all, I'm a virgin, so.
The original series, my dude. Please, with William Shatner.
No,
yes.
I tried.
It's so good. The special effects are so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one episode in particular, which is one of my favorites. They're on this desert planet, right? And there's this alien, but it's literally just a dog in an alien costume.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I really need y'all to do better.
Oh my god. And it was great.
Gene Roddenberry is rolling over in his grave somewhere.
I love him. William Shatner was amazing up until he started wearing that belt.
I would say
What is it,
Gene
girdle?
Roddenberry made his paper.
Yeah.
He was like, pay me all the money.
Yeah, William Shatner. That's when they did the whole memes. It's so far away. Because he's wearing a girdle. And
He's trying to breathe. Now, see, like NTG was my favorite because it's the one what I said.
You said NTG.
That's what I meant.
No, it's the
I said NXT.
You live to piss me off.
Yeah, all the time. This is actually I live to piss off all women. But what I liked seeing LeVar Burton because I knew that person. Riker was my guy.
Not gonna lie, as much as I wanted to like Riker, I couldn't help the constant niggling feeling that he was a villain.
Niggling?
Niggling.
You're a naker. I like Riker because he was smooth with it though.
But he was too smooth. It was like he's a bad guy. I know.
Right. Like he was on some Lucius Malfoy type stuff. Like you just knew he was gonna come out one day and be like, betrayal.
No, that was Q. Q was a trash bag to that whole series. Roxy, what about you? You a Star Trekkie?
What's her name? 7 or something?
Yeah, 7 and 9.
Addison is popping off in the chat with all of
those. Because Addison, he walks with the Trek. He
Yo, Addison has this calendar of the cats of Star Trek, and I swear I'm gonna steal it one day.
Yo, he legit is one of the first. So I'm gonna tell this average Joe Addison story real quick. So one of these Star Trek movies that these nerds pulled me to. I was in my nerd transition at the time. I hadn't quite transitioned yet. I was still a cool kid. Wow, Tef, you just gonna dig right in your titties for that pretzel, huh?
Dude,
no, first of all, it's hot. I was letting the heat out. Number one. This shit got its own fucking.
Join the Patreon.
Yeah. Don't give away for free what we can sell. Yo, Don has already come to terms that we can never be censored. We'll always lose our
But we have
sponsorship.
7 patrons, and we still have 3 slots if you join our Patreon now.
Exactly, and one of them belongs to Tef.
Gift.
There. So we went to go see one of these Star Treks where Picard and William Shatner met.
Oh, that was the best one.
Right. So I fell asleep
the Journey
through.
Home?
Yeah, I fell asleep through half of it, just in time to wake up to William Shatner dying. Yeah, I fell asleep, and William Shatner was dying, and I watched the lone tear, like in glory, fall down Average Joe's cheek, and then that's when I learned, oh, this is serious.
Yes.
Like Star Trek is really important to you guys. I never got into it. It always bored me.
I'm gonna be honest. Star Trek was one of the first nerd shows that I watched with not only my uncle, who was like a pinnacle of my nerdom, but also my grandparents. Like my mom, my grandmother likes Star Trek. To this day, she likes TNG and TOS and Deep Space Nine.
Okay. Are you that hype on Star Trek, Tough? What about you, Roxy?
I haven't seen the one with the TOS. I guess it was. I haven't seen that,
Yeah.
but I've seen the rest of them.
Oh, you seen Discovery and
I haven't seen Discovery.
what's Deep Space Nine?
Deep Space Nine was the one with the woman cat. She was a woman.
No, Deep Space Nine was with the black captain. I knew that. That was Cisco.
Well, you're right.
Hey, I know stuff.
You're right. Because
Voyager.
Voyager. I'm mixing up Voyager.
No. Let me have this moment where I own you, you noob. Listen, you didn't know that Voyager had
There's a lot going on
had.
in my nerd brain.
Oh, what's her name? Captain Janeway. Son. Yeah. What? Come on.
Tech, can you hold on to this for me, please?
Captain Janeway.
Oh my God.
What's the one with Scott Bakula? Scott Bakula.
Oh yeah.
Enterprise.
I know exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know about that one.
Oh, we ain't talking about Apollo.
No, that was a joint Enterprise, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why not? Isn't that in the canon?
I don't know why.
It was terrible.
That was the first thing that popped in my mind.
But
So wait a minute, hold on. So you got the original series, you have Next Generation. The next one was Deep Space Nine.
So I watched the one with Picard, and it had like the cyborgs and
That's
the Borg.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I watched
That's TNG.
it. Yeah, but I watched it, but
But
I just was not
honestly,
into it like that.
I don't want to say that all you need to watch is TNG because I mean, to be fair, you can just watch TNG. Deep Space Nine is fucking phenomenal. So is Voyager. But I just love TOS. So there was a whole BBC was doing this whole like month-long at least thing where all they showed back to back was Star Trek. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not watching anything else. Why would I ever watch anything else? I get TOS, I get the original series with Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner.
Yo, the chat's actually popping because they're agreeing and disagreeing with you. Key Crawley said again, white men with facial hair on TV are fine. She don't care that they're serial killers. Hassan said, remember when they turned Q into a human for being a dick?
Yes.
Addison actually brings up a very good point. There's a term called jumping the shark, which came from Happy Days, but apparently there's a version of it in Star Trek. It's called growing the beard. So as Riker Beards grows, the show gets better. Joe Bruno, now.
Jumping the shark is a bad thing.
Exactly.
But Joe Bruno, my man Joe, much love, always tunes in. He made a very good point, and I just remember something, and I remember being sad about it when Spock died. I remember when he puts the fingers on the glass, and
it just goes.
Yeah, and he was because he saved the ship by.
Yo, real shit. If you don't watch TOS, TNG, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, watch the movies.
The movies.
Okay.
My son's dad made me sit through the movies. I was so mad, except for when Spock died.
Now, wait a minute. Should the movies be integrated into the TV series?
They are.
Yeah.
Because it was like in a parallel universe, right?
No,
it's all in the same universe.
They 100% are.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, Kurt. Don't come at me.
She has had way too much moonshine.
You have way too much moonshine.
she's like a little one.
I'm gonna bring a cup next time so I can
Yeah.
same shine with you guys.
Wow. Okay.
Like the one with War Queen brought together Nero. That's brought everything together.
Oh man, that's good.
If you have ever once in your life used the phrase "resistance is futile," you need to watch Star Trek.
I've never used that term.
Resistance is futile.
I'm not a Trekkie.
You alive? You've used resistance.
I've never said resistance is futile. I have said live long and prosper.
Yeah, he's not.
You didn't say that though.
Okay, well, watch TOS.
Oh wait, I gotta put the thumb out. Is it thumb in or thumb out?
Thumb out.
Thumb out. I thought I knew it was something like that.
If you say live long, I mean yes it is. But TOS is more. It's expedition. It's all about the adventure and the journey and what you're gonna find on this new planet and this new world.
And
yes,
and how William Shatner is gonna fuck it.
William Shatner fucks everything. And then every now and then Spock gets like some slick, smooth line. I'm like, okay, Spock, I see you.
But
Can you imagine the
always
type of
the
space
bridesmaid, never
STDs he should have caught?
William Shatner, oh yeah,
All
William Shatner.
like he like some type
Captain
of
Kirk.
that's why the
has
doctor
fought
character
every
was always so mad.
yeah.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a lab.
You know how much fucking like space VD medicine they went through?
Yeah, like
I miss bones.
your penis is not supposed to have its own atmosphere.
Wow, I guess y'all are all Trekkies because everybody going ham. There's a my daughter loved Jadiza Dax from D Space Nine, and got her autograph while on the show. Pike and Archer, I don't know them.
Pike, oh my god, Pike, yo.
So there was an animated series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The good of the many outweigh the need of the one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Joan that Picard said before he like saved niggas? No.
Wait a minute. Mary, she said the Borg did start my fear of robots. The
Facts.
Borg did the same to me.
Facts.
I was traumatized
Because
by the
honestly,
Borg.
between the Borg
They the ones that
and
say his
Cybermen,
resistance
They
is
were-
futile,
yeah,
right?
They got all the
yeah.
parts and
because that's
like
They turned Picard into one, if I remember correctly.
type robot thing.
I be remembering stuff.
Scared the heck out of me.
Which is kind of cool.
y'all, I'm sorry. A lot of times my nerd comes out and it comes out weird and fast.
You might want to go.
He said Kirk mounts all the all the lady aliens.
He absolutely does. And like every episode, Kurt is getting something.
I like the fact that it was always a precursor to something that we actually got in reality technologically. They say the first instances of cell phones, holograms, touchscreen stuff. I mean, they were doing touchscreen stuff beforehand.
Oh yeah.
I need that dehydrator because I want food instantly. I want liquor to come out of air.
I want that Picard joint.
Yeah, I appreciate, like, I want somebody like Data rolling around. Well, they're they're not too far from that. They just,
Now see that I don't know.
Data smashed that one girl and changed her whole life.
Data is like the only instance of a friendly android who does not turn against his masters.
Well, wait a minute, Data's brother. What about
Cylons in Battlestar Galactica that don't?
what?
I'm gonna say you can't trust Cylons.
First of all,
You do not trust Cylons.
Data had a whole twin that turned against everybody.
Data had a daughter. Do y'all remember that?
Data had a daughter.
Technically Picard. That was the whole thing with Data.
See, this is my thing. This is where it gets weird.
That's what I'm saying. You can't have Geordi without Data because they were together.
Because they were Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Yes. I haven't watched Picard yet, and it makes me sad.
I've been
falling off of a lot of stuff. I'm like currently without my PlayStation, which means I'm without all of my streaming sites because I don't like watching them on my phone.
Well, I put it like this: I think all of the Star Trek series are on Netflix right now.
Yes.
What's it missing? I think it's missing. I know Picard. CBS is what you need for Picard, right?
Discovery and Picard, I think.
Yeah.
Now, Tef, you serve this up. Who do you want to see in Picard?
So when it first came out, I was like, damn, I really hope they bring Whoopi Goldberg back.
They finally got that.
Right.
So you're good.
Yo, he went on the View. He was like, Whoopi, will you come back?
He like gave her a little gift and all that. So
That's
like,
dope.
yeah. So when it first came out, I was like, oh, I really hope they bring Whoopi Goldberg back because she was always like cool. She always had like a cool word for Picard.
And she was the bartender.
She was the sage. She was Yoda.
She was
better.
she was the cool black.
Let's not get crazy.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, really? She's an alien?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, oh, shit. And she just goes, all right, we're done here. And she just disappears.
Roxy, how about you? You put Picard. Who would you want to see in it?
I already said like 7.
Yeah, 7 and 9.
Yeah.
I like that episode where she fought the Rock.
Like, just about business and just, like, I just liked her.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Lex? Who'd you want to see?
I told you, Jordy and LaForge.
Okay.
Or Jordy and LaForge. Jordy and Data. Oh my God!
I was. Come on, bro. You took my.
Beverly.
You took.
Beverly, Dr. Crusher.
No, I could care less about Beverly or Dr. Crusher. I want the two secure.
Because
go ahead, Lex.
I'm sorry.
Go.
Picard's love story with Dr. Crusher was like one of the most precious things, and that was
Whatever, man. That whole he left her son on the joint and bounced on him. I don't might care about that. Like every other woman in my life. Look, I want to see Worf and the security officer that died. Yes, with the blonde hair. You with the short hair. They need to find a way to bring her back. You over there.
What am I supposed to do? Nobody's paying attention to my titties except you.
You damn right. Our views just jumped.
I like lean, I hide it in the microphone, and Curtis is like, why are you?
Because I'm over here.
Do you hide your tits in the microphone or the microphone in your tits?
Hold on. Here's what happened. No.
So that I could I had to go.
Here's what happened. I'm trying to talk to y'all about Star Trek. I look over and she detaching into the battle. She turned into the battleship. I was like, look at Lord.
All I did, I had an itch.
All right.
I tried to nonchalant.
All right, well, beat me up.
Oh my God.
Number one. Hey, Don, make it so. Titties, engage.
Have y'all seen the parody of Let It Snow? Picard's Make It So?
Oh,
it makes me so happy. Only YouTube. It makes me.
Have you ever seen somebody have a nerd overload? She is in full, I'm like getting nerd on me. Like I'm assimilating knowledge. Jesus Christ. Yo, I respect it. I love that people love their fandoms. I never knock a fandom. Even if I might joke on the show, y'all Whovians and
I don't join the fandom unless I know I'm gonna love it. Like Whovians and Trekkies. This is why I'm a weeb.
Got you. I
hate Edison.
What'd he say?
He was like, "Titty, stop the chat cold."
Mr. Lee, make it so. I mean, hey, that and what's the my girl? She was that you did the first interracial kiss.
Michelle, yeah. But that was with
Aurora.
Wow.
They were against it though. That's like something like that was amazing. They were against it.
Yeah.
I am pissing her
Wasn't
all
it like
the way
kind of
off.
still illegal back then or something like that?
No,
or was it?
You were saying if he kissed her, they wouldn't fund the show, and what was like, cool, I got hurt.
Right.
So and then he ruined every single take where they didn't kiss, so that they all had to use the kiss. Yeah, smart.
So basically, William Shatner, you a real one.
Oh, 100%.
You a whole naker.
Yo, oh my God.
You're a whole.
William Shatner is 100% invited to
Can
the
we
cookout.
just pause? Because Hassan was like, I saw them too tough. I thought you were going to pull a bazooka like an anime.
Listen. Listen, she was going, Hassan, she was going to pull a whole Harley Quinn. Mr. J.
Oh my God.
Come here, Puddin'.
Y'all are kidding.
All right, y'all. We're already well past the 10 o'clock hour when boobies become the subject of discussion. By all means, if you want to see more of Tep's,
Boobalicious boobies.
she could say it, I couldn't. Please make sure to join our Patreon. You can sign up. We got 3 slots left, and the first 10 Patreon users get a dope Funko Pop gift that we mail right to you out of love for the culture. Also, don't forget to hit up our apparel at GJApparelstore.com. GJApparelstore.com, who also support us. They're a dope black-owned clothing company out in California. Definitely show much love to them. Also, an affiliate group that's down south that's trying to do big things. They're called Blurred Over. BLERD Over. And my man Skip down there, and we got some things in the works that we'll be doing with them. I just want to show them GJApparelstore.com or their affiliate Instagram page, which is Nerds in Hip Hop, and Blurred Over. And Skip and down there, they doing big things in the South, and we're going to team up with them. And apparently, we popping in these streets. I'm not saying that we popping, but Google our name. We out here making moves. We trying to do big things to kind of push the culture of not only nerdism but black nerdism, because though it's the same, it's different. And we're not trying to be exclusionary, but there's an inclusion within the subculture that we're enjoying it, and we want to share it with the world and let other black people know that, hey, it's okay to be a weeb, a Trekkie, a Whovian, a Slytherin.
Hashtag Hufflepuff strong.
Hey, yes.
Hey, Gryffindor. That's what I said. I don't know. I totally don't. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie. I've never seen it. I don't do Harry Potter. All of it is demons. I'm straight. I'm good. But if you want to come out to any one of our events, we have a couple things coming up. We have Greater Philadelphia Comic Con, which we will be at. We have J1Con Jamaica and J1Con America. I guess I got to add that now. I guess so. We have a few more cons coming up.
We got the fan event for Concrete Comics.
I was just about to say that. Thank you, Tef. If you could just give me a shimmy while you say that. You blush. Concrete Comics. Concrete Comics will be celebrating their anniversary at Amalgam Comics at the end of February. We're going to come through. They're actually doing something really dope for me personally. We'll announce, kind of help with, not me. Don't think King Kurt is hurting, because if you see me in these streets drinking alcohol and blowing money, it ain't me. But my mom and brother who suffered a tragedy, lost their home due to a fire. There's something that they're doing dope to help them out, and I don't want to spoil it for them because I really appreciate what they're trying to do. Lonzo over there running their ship, and they're a bunch of good brothers. But there's a lot coming up. There's a lot that we have going on. Of course, our show is still going to come back every single solitary week, rain, sleet, hail, or snow, with or without me, because these lovely ladies, these queens, these melanated beauties, mothers of the earth, the bringer of life, and these illuminators that you are just so blessed to see every Wednesday from 8 to 10.
I have to.
You got to pee? I know.
No.
Go.
No, I thought you waited to shake my boobs.
No. I was going to say, if you could, give them your final shout out.
Oh. So, thank you guys for everyone who wished me a happy birthday last week. Party was way too lit. If you follow me on Instagram or on my Facebook page, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to see more, I'm actually getting into training season for pole. I won't be performing at the showcase in April, but I am going to compete this summer, and hopefully we're going to go to BlurredCon, and I want to take a pole there too.
Ooh, you gonna be dancing? No. Oh, let me tell you something. You want to come to the HNIC exclusive private pole dancing class? You need to be a Patreon user or pay $10 at the door. Listen, because look what's gonna be there. That's actually Patreon users get in free, or it's $10 at the door.
So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram at Teffy Wonder, Facebook is Teffy Wonder, the Mocha Mermaid. I do have more videos to come as I'm training and getting back.
Look at her Insta stories.
It's the stories.
I lived vicariously through Tough.
It's a lot of mermaid.
It was.
And mocha.
I have to get a new bra though. That bra got.
And she's got friends. There's this one friend that she has. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Roxy, if you could.
She has to get a new bra. She had a whole lot of mocha.
Yeah, a whole lot of fun.
Yeah,
That's all.
it was. Roxy,
my knees, my legs, everything all busted. But at any rate, but I'm gonna try
bust
that
it down,
again.
Roxiana.
I can't. I won't get up. So yeah, you can follow me on Foxy Roxy Cosplay on Facebook, Foxy Roxy 24 on also Facebook on my other page, and Roxanne Whitney 24 on Instagram. And at the end of February, around the 22nd, I'll be walking in Philly Fashion Week over at
You get to see
at
whole
the fashion
fashion
district. So I'll send details later. But yes, here I am.
Your turn.
Your turn, sunshine.
Oh, I'm sunshine.
Sunshine, baby.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, it's been real. You can find me on Instagram at Luna1026 __. You can always see me at J1Con if you slide through a J1 Jamaica, J1 America, New Jersey.
Yeah, I know. I think we have to say that now.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's official.
It's been this year. You can also follow my Tumblr. I am.
Wow, you said Tumblr.
I'm sorry, there's no porn, but I am an unpopular nerd with an unpopular opinion. So go to www.tumblr.com. Was it unpopularnerd.tumblr.com? Tumblr is weird with their URLs. I've also had a lot of moonshine.
That's what it is. You can find me on Black Planet, MySpace, Ringo. Well, yeah. Christian Mingle. Listen, I want to thank Steve Jordan. He put our link up in the chat. That's our link tree that gives you the link to all our affiliates, whether it be our fan pages, T-shirts, and the like. You can go support us through there. Our Patreon's on there. So the link's there. Steve, big ups to you for supporting the show and throwing that up in the chat for us. Joe asks, will we be at New Jersey GamerCon? That will be up to New Jersey GamerCon. We're actually supposed to be entering negotiations to be able to show up there. We want to come there. As a matter of fact, you should want us to come there because wherever we go, we kind of make it lit. So if you want to see the head nerds in charge at New Jersey GamerCon, shoot an email over to them. Be like, yo, they're dope. You really need to go ahead and get that done.
If you would like to see head nerds in charge at any con.
If you want to see Alexa at New Jersey GamerCon, I'll be there anyway. So stop by the J1 table.
If you want to see the head nerds in charge. But yeah, no, look, show us some love. If you don't, if you happen to know the organizers or let them know. We're just waiting on them because we're definitely interested in coming to New Jersey GamerCon. We're gamers, and especially because our PTC brethren should be there. Anywho, it's just make it a family affair. I just want to take, PTC and J1. I just want to take a few seconds to say I really, really, really want to thank everybody. I am not big for, number one, putting my personal business on social media. My pages are for levity, jokes, and insight, and yo mama. But recently, my family definitely went through a very tumultuous time, and I cannot express the gratitude, the appreciation, and the love that was shown via DM, via donations, via. I mean, people came out of the woodworks, and legitimately, people who don't know me from Adam showed up and showed out. And for those who might not know, my mother's wheelchair bound, so she barely got out of the fire. In and of itself, she's already having a hard time coming to grips with losing literally everything. But she's with me now, and I do what a good son do, and I've taken care of myself well enough to be able to sustain them for the moment, but helping them to kind of adjust and get back a semblance of the life that she had in a home where she resided for over 50 years. You can't get everything back. You just can't. But you guys really helped her get a good start, and I just want to say that my family is doing better. I cannot be any more expressive in how much I appreciate y'all. When we started this platform, it was never my intention to do anything like that, because I don't really believe in tapping into those who support us in the show as a financial resource. But so many people reached out to me and was like, how can we help? And, you know, my pride be damned. I got to make sure Mom's is good. But either way, thank you for all those who looked us out, for all the other companies that reached out to me and they did fund drives and reposted, reshared, and showed all that love for the GoFundMe. Thank you. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. We're Head Nerds in Charge, Wednesdays, 8 to 10 p.m. Much love to everybody who mourned this week. And typically we have our video that we go out to, but I feel like Kobe would be a great way of closing out the show. So we're going to get ready to play that. And all I can say is Mamba out.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Hey, let's go to McDonald's. Oh, come on, man. Be a goof, McDonald's.
I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight. However, I couldn't completely miss. I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight. However, I couldn't completely miss the chance to take a moment to share some thoughts with all of you. The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball, that it would never amount to anything for me. His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find it. So with that, I'll let you carry on with your evening. Please know I'm thinking of you, supporting you, and encouraging you always. Peace.